As the crowds gathered outside the state TV headquarters, the rallying cry was freedom for the public broadcaster. And what started as a government effort to restructure an overmanned organization appears in danger of spinning out of the coalition's control, even threatening its unity. Like most, Spiros Lekas doesn't trust the government's actions.
My fear is that the new broadcaster will be more government-controlled than the present one. An honest house cleaning wouldn't need to be so violent. The government itself was until recently hiring highly paid loyalists to ERT and raising its operating costs. I think its restructuring will keep only the people that it totally controls.
But despite the government pulling the plug on public television, it is still broadcasting news through the internet and a borrowed frequency. In fact, it is the only news available because strikes have silenced the private sector bulletins for the foreseeable future. Private networks didn't exist in Greece until a quarter-century ago, and people's memory of the country's momentous events is bound up with public television, which they also see as an intrinsic part of national sovereignty that has been so eroded in recent years. The government calls the Greek state a Jurassic Park of opaque and wasteful entities. It says closure was the only way to revamp ERT.
Believe me, even minor changes could not be enforced in the Greek public broadcasting system. We had offered the salary system for the journalists in the Greek public broadcasting system that made them the most the most advantageous in the Greek public sector, and they wanted more.
But the emotional backlash has clearly shaken the government. Its junior partners, who are centre-left, are displeased with the Conservative Prime Minister's autocratic style. He has challenged them with the threat of an election that would plunge Greece back into uncertainty. John Psaropoulos, Al Jazeera, Athens.